Is the countdown on for the end of the world? Gerald Celente, welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks for having me, Mancow.
Can we right this ship, or is it over?
No, we could write it. We have to look at it for what it is, though, and who's at the helm. And what it is it's all these people that you hated in high school and college that wanted to be class president and head of the student council, the suck-ups, the brown noses, the glad-handers, the insincere, and the overly ambitious. They followed their career path, and now they're leading us into ruin.
Yeah, it's by design. Look, this is Gerald Celente, the modern-day Nostradamus. He uses facts. This isn't any hocus-pocus. Nostradamus used to look into a bowl of water, probably tripping, probably on drugs, and see the future. This isn't Book of Revelation stuff. This is a guy that studies trends and predicts the future, and he's uncanny. He is uncanny. That's why they call him the modern Nostradamus. He is the martial artist of trends forecasting. There's nobody better. Gerald, where are we headed?
Well, the economy is going to continue to decline, and here's the timeline. It's an exact timeline. Go back to the crash of 1929, the Great Depression, currency wars, trade wars, World War, the Panic of '08. There's depression going on in a lot of the world. Spain, Greece, Ireland, Portugal. You go around the world, there's depression. In the United States, severe recession/depression. Currency wars are already heating up. You hear them keep going back and forth with China. Trade wars, world war. Actually, the world is at war now, and nobody wants to call it what it is. Go around the world. Egypt. Tunisia.
It's Islam, isn't it? Islam is the world is fighting off Islam. Radical Islam is killing Christians and Jews, and Muslims are killing Muslims. It's all over the world every day.
It's more than that.
Okay.
It's the money changers. This is exactly what Jesus Christ was talking about. The only time the Prince of Peace becomes violent is when he picks up a whip to drive the money changers out of the temple.
That's right. This hippie version that we see of Jesus, you know, going to the bathroom in the desert and hanging out with his buddies. I mean, this is not really an accurate portrayal of the man. This guy went and made a whip and went in and kicked out all the money changers out of the temple. I mean, he beat people. This was a badass. And, oh, by the way, he was such a broken-down guy that after they crucified him, all the soldiers fought over his clothes because they were so fantastic.
Yeah, so here you go. Money changers, loan sharks, bankers. Capisce? It's all it is. One end you have
the euro's done. I mean, do we just need to let it go? Can we just admit this thing has not worked? This was Germany's attempt to take over the world again in a monetary way. This is the rise of the Reich. That's what the euro was. The Germans are smart. They lost World War II. They went, okay. They went back to the drawing board. This was their attempt to enslave people with money, and they've done a pretty good job, but it's going to fall apart, isn't it? The euro's done.
The euro, we said the euro was going to die when it was born. And what we're looking at, too, is you also have to look at the bankers. This was an easy way for them with globalization to con everybody to put one currency.
Yeah.
It all goes
one currency.
So on the one end, what you're talking about in the Middle East, yes. And the other thing in the West, it's the bankers. Listen, what's this austerity? What's this bailout?
Wait. I love that. I love that, too. In Greece and Spain and Italy, austerity equals success. They want the euro, the German masters, Angela Merkel, they want the men and women of Greece to retire at 80. Austerity is good. I mean, what is this? It's like the Clean Air Act, which makes it possible for factories to pollute our air more.
How about retiring after you're dead?
Yeah.
Maybe let's increase the retirement age.
Why is this euro? Why are we still going on with this?
Because it's the bankers. That's what I'm saying.
So wait. Gerald, let me interrupt you. That's what I do, okay? It's the Mancow Show. You know that. You're going to get interrupted. Gerald Celente, the modern-day Nostradamus, is on. Okay, so to me, this has always seemed like a big scam. I mean, I had a woman in here who they gave her $1 million house. She didn't have a job. No. They clickety-click. No money has ever really passed. Clickety-click on the computer. They give some dope that wants a mansion, a house. She doesn't have a job, not even minimum wage. She doesn't have a job. Okay, this was a girl that used to work for me for free, an intern. They clickety-click. Oh, yeah, you've got the money. You got a house. You got gold. You got a car. You got this. The bankers know it's all a joke. They clickety-click it away. No money has ever changed. It's just all done on paper. But then you go broke. Your life is destroyed. And, they get to keep your house. So So it's all air. It's all manufactured. There's nothing really happening except the rich people get to seize more land and property, real intrinsic value. And now they're owning Europe. Is that what's going on?
You got it. Bingo, bingo. And here, too.
And it's all set up. They build it up. They give credit to a bunch of people. I remember Jesse Jackson, well, you got to give black people houses. They didn't have jobs. They made it a civil rights thing. They gave everybody a house they couldn't pay for. And then the bankers went, okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, everybody should have a house. Remember that? A couple of years ago, everybody should have a house. It doesn't matter. Everybody. It's your right to have a house. Everybody should have a house. It's your right.
I didn't get my house.
It's your right. Well, the bankers, it was all BS, and they knew, and they'd be able to steal land. That's what's going on. I feel so sorry for the people losing their homes. Gerald, where are we headed?
Well, we're headed toward a depression, but here's where I was going to with the timeline. Remember, crash, depression, currency wars, trade wars, real wars. And that's what we're looking at. They're taking
Who will
us
it be?
to war.
Will it happen in the Valley of Megiddo, also known as Armageddon, in the Middle East? Is that where we're headed?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Don't you want to think about it before you answer?
We're headed toward Iran and Syria.
Yeah, why are everybody's so concerned about Syria? What? Libya, look what rose up, the Muslim Brotherhood. They hate us. They're sworn to destroy Israel and America. We lifted up the most radical elements.
And
you heard Conan joking about how Obama is a Kenyan Muslim, right?
This is interesting. Did you know this? The last time I did a late-night show in Chicago, my guest was an up-and-coming senator from the South Side called Barack Obama. That's true. True story, yeah. And now, just 6 short years later, he's gone on to become a socialist Muslim from Kenya. It's the American dream.
Very funny. But, boy, has this president done a lot to lift up radical Islam, sworn to cut all of our throats on the planet Earth. Look what just happened in Egypt. What do you do with people when you set them free and now you say, okay, vote, and they vote for slavery?
Well, again,
is that democracy when they vote for slavery?
Reed, we sent you the trend alert on February 14th, Valentine's Day, 2011, when the whole thing collapsed. You know what the headline read? Welcome the new boss, same as the old boss.
Okay,
no change.
So who's the world war going to include? I know China's headed there, Russia's headed there to the Middle East, America will head there, Israel's involved. Well, there you go. It's going to happen in the Valley of Megiddo, also known as Armageddon. This is it. This is the big one, am I right?
And the other one is you have class warfare. You have riots in Greece, riots in Spain. You're going to see riots break out.
Obama keeps talking about the 1%. He keeps trying to start this. Obama loves dividing people by races and income and political parties and everything else. This guy is the great divider.
You have unemployment rates in Spain at over 25%, 50% youth. Same in Greece.
Wow.
You go around, so you got a lot of angry young people with nothing on their hands but hormones and rage.
Wow. Okay. So when does the world end? Is it going to happen December 2012?
It could be reversed. And I'll tell you, this isn't a lot of baloney as I see it, in the sense that it comes back to the human spirit. And it's about everybody rising to a higher level. And it's about dignity and respect and courage and integrity.
Yeah.
And when people do that, more of that in their own lives, there's this wonderful saying, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. Anybody that's practiced knows what I mean.
All right.
When the people are ready, the leaders will appear.
Okay. Is Mitt Romney that leader? Do you forecast him winning?
No, we forecast. I'm a political atheist, you know that. I don't like any of these people. I'm not voting, by the way. I won't vote. I will not be an accessory to a crime. And as I look at it, the Democrats and Republicans are crime families. If they had the name Bananos and Gambinos, people would get it. You got a gang of 535 that's telling us what to do and how to run our lives.
You're getting riled up here. I've never heard you like this. So who wins the next election?
We got Obama. We called it in October 3rd of 2011.
There you go. Gerald Celente, the modern-day Nostradamus.
A new way to go. I am the way of the future.
Trendsresearch.com. I wish he wasn't always right, his predictions. I wish he was wrong. I'm the Mancow. Welcome your comments right now